I'm going to make an art journal page, and this image was stuck in my head since I've looked at all the book jacket I got, and I really want to use it. First I thought to fussy cut hair out of the book jacket and then build something with it, but now I'm thinking I'm just going to use this as is. I'm going to just take the edges here, which I really don't need. I'm not even trying to be to cut it in straight line. I'm just taking the flaps out, and I'm going to do some kind of collaging, so she will blend in with the background. Let's say that like that. So first of all, I'm just gluing this to my page. I don't have an art journal per se in this size and in like this horizontal, so I've just took one of my this is watercolor paper pad, so that's just it. And I'm going to make it here like I do many things. It doesn't have to be really an art journal for me to make an art journal page for that matter. So I've thought what I'm going to do with this lady, and I picked all kinds of paper that I thought would go nicely with this image. I don't know if I will use them all. I just went around all my stashes, and we are hoarders, so I've got a lot. I've got this paper napkin of the this is Van Gogh. I love this flower, and now I don't think sunflower, that's it. Sunflower is Van Gogh. Okay, so I have this that I thought could work really well with this image. I've got this paper napkin with this embellishment, which looks like gold and can probably add to my page. I've got a scrap book paper that looks almost like the background here, and I've managed to find papers. These are printer paper that I've aged and worked on a year ago. They were stained with the coffee, and they were smelly, and it took a year to lose the smell of coffee. And I just went and stamped them and stressed the edges, and I thought maybe I can incorporate it here with my collage. And I've got one of the books that cost me £1 and I've bought from London, and I've got this page, and I don't care what's the image here, but I really liked the colors and how they looked, and thought it can blend nicely here. Again, I'm not sure if I'll manage to, or if I will want to use everything, but I'm always gathering materials that I think can work with something I'm going to do, and I'm using them as I go along. I'm gonna start with the scrapbook paper, and I'm going to turn on the light. I hope it will still look okay in the camera, because I can't see quite well right now. Not enough sun outside. So I'm putting down glue and just tearing apart a corner from the scrapbook paper. Like so. And I like to go always over each piece with the glue also, not only on the underside. And I'm thinking it would be good if I'll take the corners and straight edges from what I've got and put them in my corners. It would be easier to work like that. As I said, this is watercolor paper, so it's a little bit difficult to work with the glue because this paper is planned to absorb moisture, water, and so I need a lot of glue to work with. I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow. I'm doing something. It doesn't really have to be planned. And as you know me by now, I'm really into what the worst that could happen. I'm just doing my thing. I'm putting down bits and pieces here, collaging, and we'll see what happens in the end, because I'll probably add the napkins above, and they have a little bit of transparency, so some of the things will be visible from underneath, some of them won't. And also I'll probably use stamps to add interest to my background, because right now it's just bits and pieces, and I want to get the background to be all to be cohesive and one. I hope I'm managing to explain myself. I can also go with paint, diluted paint, above, on top of everything when I'll finish gluing all the pieces. It's another technique to bring something to be cohesive. We'll see what happens. I really didn't, and not only didn't, I can't plan. It's more an intuition thing with me, with this kind of project. When everything will be dry, then I will trim if there is excess. No, too much. Okay. I'm thinking that maybe I need to continue with this off camera and come back when I made a little bit more progress, or this will take forever and it won't get inside one video, because I have a limitation on my smartphone. It only gives me 30 minutes to videotape. So I'm going to continue and I'll be back. I'm back. So I finished gluing these pieces. It's not dry. I haven't trimmed yet. I've left the bead there that's here. I really like it. Maybe I'll turn it to something. Maybe I'll cover it later. I'm going to go for my next layer, and I've just tore the sunflowers out of the napkin. I've just torn it by hand, nothing fancy. Of course, I've got rid of the white layers that were underneath, and I'm going to stick it here in the corner. So again, glue, lots and lots of glue here on this collage. And as I said, don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I already like the colors that I have on my page and the interest, so let's hope for the best. And again on top, and I'm smoothing it with the flat of the brush, and I'm trying to glide it, not drag it. I don't want my paper napkin to tear, and trying to go from the inside outside. I don't care if there are wrinkles, and we'll see how everything will look when it's dry. I'm also going to glue down the other napkin I showed you, and now I'm thinking that maybe I will use other napkins that I have, but we'll see. So I'm moving this a little bit aside. Here I want to take apart only part of the napkin. I'm taking a fine paintbrush and with water and marking where I want the napkin to tear. Right now I don't want the butterflies on this page. Here I can just use scissors. Because I'm going to use it on the corner, so here I don't care if this it's just best that the corner is with straight lines. Here we go. If it won't show enough on my page, I have the same napkin in gray and in black. We'll see how it goes, and if I won't be satisfied with it, I can always use swirly and embellishment stamps I have. Sorry. Here we go. I don't know how if you can see how it becoming transparent and how it's adding to my page. it will be more visible when everything will be dry. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to put another one here, another corner like this, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna come back after everything is dry because now it's a little bit difficult to see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put another piece here in the corner and wait for it to dry. I'll be back. I'm back. I've added a little bit more pieces of napkins. I've added more of sunflowers here, like so, and from another napkin with the rose and leaves here and here. Nothing that should be very, just so it will blend in the background. Now I'm going to stamp around. I've got this handwritten script that I just want to put on my page randomly, like so. Here we go. Maybe a little bit here. Yeah, and I don't know, let's see, I want something, don't know why, but I want something here like a border, so I need some, let's see, I need some paper to mask part of my page, like so. Let's see. I'm going to stick it. Let's see. I've got this swirly stamp that looks like some vintage pattern. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot noticeable, but I like it. I don't know why. And I want gold. I want something with gold. Let's see what I've got. I've got where is my Posca pen, my gold Posca pen. Here we go. Don't know why, don't have a reason. Sometimes it just is. And I can't find a ruler. I'm thinking I'm going to go all around and make a border with my gold Posca pen. Like so. Let's flip it so it will be easier. Okay, so I'm gonna continue and I'll be back. I'm back. So I went with my gold Posca pen around the page. I've added a little bit more stamping here because it wasn't prominent enough on the page with this stamp. And I've also stamped it here, don't know why, don't have a reason. And now I want to write something. Here is the bead that was here, and I'm going to go and print something on my printer with this kind of letters, this kind of calligraphy, whatever. You know what I mean. So it will be all the same thing, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I printed in my printer this perfectly imperfect beauty. I want to cover the bead that was here, so everything will be the same. And now I have this stark white background for each word that I need to fix and make it more like the rest of the page. So I'm gonna try using the lipsticks or eyeliners that I have, because I don't want to use something wet on this paper. It's just printer paper, and my printer is quite awful, and most of the time when I'm trying to make some kind of background with the wash or some diluted paint, then it smears the ink that from the printer, so I don't want to risk it. And let's see, I'm thinking that maybe before I'll go for something really harsh like brown, I'll try, I've got several that are a gold color, and I'm gonna try this first. And let's see, I need a sharpener. Let's try, maybe the lipstick will work better. Let's see. I'm trying it here on a piece of paper. Okay, it's easier to work with this. So I'm gonna do the gold all over, and then the edges. Even now it's a little, you can see that it smears the black. Well, I don't have anything that I can do about it. We'll work with what we have. Okay, I've put this down now for the smearing, in the hopes that it will look good at the end. If not, I will try something else. There is also glitter inside the gold, if you can see it, but never mind. It doesn't really bother me, the glitter. Let's see. Now I'm gonna try doing brown on the edges. This is an eyeliner. Again, smearing. Okay, so this will go here. Don't like much what came out of these words, but I'll smear in a minute the brown. I'm just going over it, trying to get and move on. The time on my phone is getting near the end. Maybe I'll do something else. For now, this is what I've got. Basically, you saw what I've done with this page. Perfectly imperfect beauty. Now I only have to glue this down and spray fixative. Always when you are working with cosmetics, spray fixative. If you don't have fixative, use a cheap hairspray. It does the same thing. So this is it for now. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. So bye for now.